Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Trails Through Daybreak. Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, we finished Chapter 1, and to balance things out, I'm anticipating this next chapter to be about a male party member. Either the red hair or the old guy. So we'll see. What is this? At least, this looks like it's somewhere in Calvert itself. I mean, obviously everywhere is in Calvert, but Edith itself. Oh. Their eastern quarter. Oh, is this going to be Heiyue? Are we going to see the white orchid dragon? Okay, so now I'm leaning much more towards it being the red-haired guy. Okay, that's definitely a dude. That was an extremely cool performance, I can't even lie. I wonder how they feel about Arkanseel. Aaron?
Look over here!
His name is Aaron? In a million years, I never would have guessed that was that guy's name.
It's Aaron!
What a beautiful dance.
Aaron?
Over here! Look at me!
It is the red-haired guy. Okay.
He's so hot!
Hell yeah! This guy's a genius!
His name's Aaron? I really hope this isn't another Alex Dudley situation. A really lame name for a really cool character.
You damn tease! Give us some more!
But the red-haired guy, because the flashes in the opening, they gave me a Van's rival sort of feeling. And because we already got another yep.
He always gets so carried away.
Who's that? She's new. But the opening flashbacks gave me a very much Van's rival sort of situation. And because we got a female party member, we had to get a guy party member. So, yeah, it was either him or the old guy.
The little conqueror of Lord So never disappoints, I see. You must be so proud to see your childhood friend doing well for himself.
So, he's also got the parallels. So, he's also got a childhood friend in Heiyue, I guess. And I guess she must be his eastern contact then. Like, she might have gotten him into this. But it's good to hear Kaiji Tang back as the White Orchid Dragon, because, oh my gosh, dude. The recasting, it hurts my soul.
I suppose.
Wonder who this is, though.
Though, I've got my eyes on someone better.
Oh, it's like that? So, definitely, Aaron's gonna have a lot of problems with him then.
Is that so?
Anyway, I'm glad that tonight's show ended without incident. Do you think he was able to let off some steam?
I'd presume as much.
Oh?
So that's their move.
Okay, he's probably keeping tabs on A. Oh, no. He's probably keeping tabs on Arkwright Solutions.
Now then, who shall I have handle this in my absence?
I'm assuming it's going to be a new character.
Even the dudes were falling for me by the end there.
There was a lot of, I'm not sure if this is specifically kabuki, but there's a very long history in both Western and Eastern traditions of theater of men playing female roles. So I'm sure there was a lot of that.
Not that I'm surprised. This is me we're talking about.
And yeah, he's got the personality I expected him to have.
Wonderful work as always, Aaron, but must you rile up the crowd like that?
Aaron, though? Because I'm sure to a Japanese ear, that name sounds incredibly cool, and I am so sorry to all the Aarons out there. But Aaron, dude?
My fans deserve special treatment. If that bugs you so much, fire me.
God dang.
You know we can't afford to do that.
Yeah, our shows wouldn't be half as popular if it weren't for you.
Even if you get us into a bunch of trouble, it's hard to deny the passion you bring to the stage.
Like I always say, nothing beats a show where the performers are just as into it as the fans.
Okay, I can understand that.
Except for the after party, of course. Speaking of which, the night is still young.
Alright, so bro's about to go ahead and hit up the town, probably to meet us.
Aaron!
Say? Who lit a firecracker up your ass? The
Whoa.
hell happened to you?
They got him! Oh my god, they put the screws to bro.
It was those outsiders again.
Outsiders. Ooh, so probably people who don't live in the Eastern Quarter.
They jumped us out of nowhere. Sid and Huang got sent to the clinic.
Jeez.
Those northern bastards don't know when to give up.
Okay, so we got some tensions here, some tensions along borderlines.
If that's how they want it. Let's play.
Right. So him being a performer is cool because it does open up a lot of different connections to other places for him to know about previous characters or to be very, very well informed on previous characters. So we're moving from September 9th to the 19th, which I'm assuming is a Friday? A Sunday? I wonder if this calendar lines up. That'd be an interesting. September 19th, 12:08, 10:25 a.m. A bathhouse. Chapter 2, Bright Star of the Dazzling City. Bro's getting that R&R in.
That's the stuff. When it comes to saunas, nothing beats a good loily.
What in God's name is that word?
Van, are you in there?
Is it mixed?
The floor's so chilly.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you really are here.
The hell are you barging in on me for?
They told us at Monmar that you might be here right now. So, we decided to join you for a soak.
Okay. As good employees should, I guess.
Speaking of, we should try the loyally.
What is that? Is that a real thing?
Is that a kind of bath? I only know hammams.
What is that? Oh my gosh. There can't be that many ways to take a bath, dude.
It is. I don't know all the specifics, but I think the temperature control is different. Let's go find it.
What's a man gotta do to enjoy his bath time in peace?
Sorry, Van. The rest of your life is gonna be like this, and it's only about to get crazier.
You know what? I'm going for a second soak later, and I'm treating myself to some gelato after.
There you go. Gotta make up for lost relaxation. Yeah, it just looks like a sauna. Alright. Having themselves a grand old time. Much to Van's chagrin. Why did it have to be now? Oh, they've got new outfits. I wonder if that stuff. Okay, so I never dress anybody in the costumes, but but for like second playthroughs, which obviously I never record. But second playthroughs, sometimes I'll be okay with like casual wear. I could see myself changing those two. Van's is a little too plain in my opinion. But I could definitely see myself changing on Yes and Fairy's clothes to that, again on a second playthrough. It's so cold and sweet. The perfect treat after a hot bath. Exactly. Cold, sweet, and humble as can be. What do you mean? It's not trying to be something it's not. It's got no frills or gimmicks. Milk gelato relies on nailing the basics. Flavor, texture, and temperature. But that's exactly why it's the perfect pairing! Simple yet profound, just like a hot bath. It's pure relaxation condensed down into dessert form, like a cool breeze on a hot summer's day. It's moments like this that remind us why life's worth living. Alright, Van. Barry's into it. I get it! Probably. Knowing Van, I doubt he was kidding around at all. But that's really cool. You see a lot of female anime characters who have a soft spot for sweet and cute things. I can't think of a single male anime character that comes to mind with that proclivity. So I really like it. Someone is going to be revealed to be scared of ghosts. I think actually Agnes already has, which is my least favorite character trait in anything ever, just because of how often it shows up. So, why'd you come looking for me before lunch anyway? I thought I said we'd meet up in the afternoon. Well, since Fairy's still so new to the city, I wanted to help her get acclimated. We've been enjoying our morning off sightseeing together. You don't have to go out of your way for me. This is part of my training. Got the lay of the land yet? Let's see. The temple's in the 6th district. The, water one. Okay, so that's where she can go to worship her specific version of, Adios, Arusha. You'll be attending Sunday school there, right? Oh, so is there like an Arusha version of Sunday school? Yeah, I stopped in to say hello, but it's the only other district I've been to. This city is so huge. I have no idea how we'd plan for urban warfare here. Is that really an issue? And I should probably mention this because I probably should have brought this up in the first few seconds, but I did see the Nintendo Direct about Trails in the Sky the First, and I do plan on playing it because it looks absolutely gorgeous. And it's very interesting to me. I went to the subreddit. This is completely 100% off topic. But like I said, I probably should have brought this up earlier than now. But I went to the subreddit, and my favorite sentiment that I saw there was the fact that people were saying that now they can recommend Trails in the Sky the First as an entry point with no qualifications or asterisks to it. And yeah, it'll definitely, well, at least until somebody else said they finished Trails in the Sky the First and then have to play Trails in the Sky SC. Oh my gosh, talk about whiplash. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of people who finish Trails in the Sky the First, see what they're gonna have to do in order to play SC in the third, and then immediately decide to just go straight to Cold Steel or Daybreak. Cause asking somebody to jump backwards like that is probably, it's gonna be a very hard sell, I should say. And then, oh my gosh, what was it? It was, what? There was something else I wanted to bring up about that. Oh well, I can't remember what it was, but let me get back on track until it occurs to me. So anyways, guess she's still a Jaeger at heart. Listen up. Besides the odd business trip, we do all our gigs here in the capital. Right, okay. So we shouldn't expect to do too much side quests into different far-off parts. For now, at least. I'm sure we'll definitely get to globetrotting later on in the game. If you're gonna be working for me, you've got to learn your way around. Yeah, I'm very much geographically challenged. Like, I couldn't tell you where the cross streets where I even live at are, but that's just because, you know, GPS is nice, but they don't have orbital GPS yet, I guess. They can bring people back from the friggin' dead, but they don't have orbital GPS. Don't worry, I'll show you the ropes. What's on our itinerary? We can't see the whole city in a day, but we can still make a dent while we handle some jobs. And since Fairy's a combat vet, she ought to catch on mighty quick. Don't go falling behind now. Roger that! Alright. The three went to Montmartre for an early lunch. Oh, okay. Oh! Their casual stuff is just is just what they're wearing already, but without like their coats and scarves and stuff. That's pretty cool. Very economical for the 3D modelers. After that, they began work for the day. And they're probably the kinds of costumes that we can get in quests can now be reported at the office desk. Office desk. You can write an SP report from the desk at Arkwright Solutions. We can also listen to news and weather broadcasts. I'm sure that's probably going to be this game's version, or in addition to being able to buy books and stuff. Perhaps even more functions will be unlocked as the story progresses. Perhaps, right. So, let's check out what this radio is hitting on. News, weather report, traffic information.
And now, a news break. Hope you're having a good one, listeners. Today's news briefing comes to us straight from the Tyrell Times.
Alright. It ain't no Aben time. They probably did get Aben time here a few years ago, though.
Preparations are proceeding at a fever pitch for Tharbad's upcoming film festival.
Tharbad. Not sure. I'm sure that's a play on Sinbad, especially because in Japanese it would be like Sarubad or something. But the Aben time it probably would have been a niche one, and it probably would have been hard to. No. Because radio frequencies don't travel that far, right? Unless orbital equipment is super special, they definitely did not have Aben time here.
With reservations at the 6-star Al Jumeirah Hotel already at 90% capacity, it's sure to be fully booked before long.
Is that anywhere in Edith? The Al Jumeirah Hotel? I highly doubt that's in Edith. But
And now we bring you the weather. How's it looking for us?
Here are the latest forecasts for regions throughout the Republic. A fire warning has been issued around Edith due to continued sunny yet dry weather.
I can only assume that this is foreshadowing.
Overall, however, pleasant weather is expected across the country, making it a perfect week to enjoy the outdoors.
Alright.
Thanks for the update.
So it'll be pretty temperate then.
Here we are with the latest in traffic.
I'm wondering if this is going to be relevant to what we're doing at all.
Yes, these are the most recent reports on the road courtesy of the Calvert Roadway Information Center.
The trusty CRIC.
The traffic jam on the highway toward Dirk Memorial Park caused by monsters earlier today has since been cleared out by the Bracer Guild.
Ooh, okay, so the Bracer, okay, this is just an update on the goings-on around the city. Alright, cool.
The 10-Selge traffic jam toward the Aubert district and the 5-Selge one toward the Sidon district still persist.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I am definitely not going to remember those, but it's all good.
That's all we have for now.
So, I'll probably, like, once I've got some events and people and stuff like that to assign to places like that, then it's going to be a little easier for me, but at the moment, oh, cool. A nice little bathroom. And so, this is can we also cook here? So there's 2 places we can cook at in here. But this is where they can entertain guests. And here's where Van sleeps. And a second bathroom. One where you can actually shower at, which is cool. There's no toilet here. That must be really obnoxious. Having to travel across to, well, having 2 bathrooms in your apartment, and your 2 bathrooms, well, I guess it would be 2 half baths, right? I am focusing on entirely the wrong thing. Let's go downstairs. Ooh, well, let's go upstairs. Van's got neighbors. Oh no, Van will have neighbors. Fairy is staying in, okay, this is Fairy's room. Okay, so it's like the SSS. All right. So this is well, I guess it's kind of like an interface spoiler. We can already count that there's going to be 3 more people staying here. All right. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, damn. I just remember Paulette's old man wanted to see me. There you are, you buffoon. Yep, that's me. What's up? Something urgent? Hold on a sec. You'll find out soon enough. Ooh, there we go. Take a look at this. Oh, that's... Wow! They're like the galettes we had back in Cray! From your reactions, I take it mine's a good match for the real thing. Good, good. More than good. It looks perfect to me. You did great as always, Victor. Looks perfect. It tastes perfect, punk. Try one for yourself and you'll see. Received a large helping of family-style galette. Alright, well, Victor does know how to speak Van's language. Thank you so much for that. That was wonderful. How did you manage to figure out the recipe? You kids told me about the food you had in that village, remember? Well, I gleaned some more insight from an expert and decided to take a stab at recreating it myself. An expert? Who was it? My vegetable supplier from Cray. He's in the back right now, but he'll be out on the main floor later. I'm surprised you of all people wanted to recreate a recipe rather than come up with your own. That doesn't happen very often. Well, after hearing your story, Yume said she wanted to try it and, you know, and what Yume wants, Yume gets. I respect that. Granddad can't say no to his precious little granddaughter. Of course. I'll admit, it's been refreshing trying my hand at making something different. That's where you all come in. If you find more interesting dishes, I want to know. I won't put them on the menu, but I'll make them for free. Oh, that's very nice of him. Really? Are you sure? I feel like we'd be imposing if we didn't give you anything in return. It's fine. It'll help me flex my cooking muscles. Just get me the necessary ingredients and we'll call it even. Okay, I would feel okay about that. We're supplying him with the stuff and he's putting in the time and energy. That's a fairly even split. Sounds fair to me, especially since we'll get to take the dishes. We'll be sure to tell you about any good eats we find along the way, and you can work your magic. So anything that we've already eaten, we can have him then re-cook for us? How is this different from us making it ourselves? Perfect. Looking forward to hearing what you kids find. Recreating meals. Victor from Monmart will use ingredients to make meals for you. Eat the meals purchased from shops to have them registered to gourmet under the notes menu. Victor's dishes will also be added there. Well, we'd better get moving now. Gang, let's roll. Alright, well. Oh, I just remembered something. I had to drop this when we fought. Here. Is that? Oh, that's a new, driver? I forget, because they split all the master quartz and stuff up, and sometimes it's difficult to remember it's not all just one thing anymore. But I'm gonna say that's a driver. That's the hollow core, right. That's the hollow core she used to use. Yep, it is. You'd normally return this sort of thing to Eisenshield. But when I asked Commander Durant if they wanted it back, he said they didn't need it. Well, of course they don't. That's because you should hold on to it, sport. I think so too. It's only right you keep it. Yeah, maybe you guys are right. And it's probably what Ida wanted too. But she probably didn't want just me to have it. I think we can all make good use of it. Yeah, we're gonna have to see who it gels best with. It's your call since you knew her better than we did. Let's keep a hold of it. I'm sure it'll come in handy for all of us. That sound good to you? Yeah, that sounds perfect. Receive the Salos Hollow Core. You can now change each party member's Hollow Core, including or except Van's. Press triangle in the orbit menu to change Hollow Cores. The total value of your arts damage, max EP, and your S boost effects change depending on the Hollow Core installed. Change them up to always have the upper hand. Only Van can install Mare. Okay. So I wonder, will Van just insta-requip Mare if, for story sections, I wonder? Press triangle to change Hollow Cores. So she's got Vine. Okay. Change playable voices. So the voices aren't locked to the thing? Hollow Core voice default. Oh, and we can also silence them. No, we definitely don't want to do that. Salos. Move plus 10. Strength arts plus 10. Speed plus 10. Regen 7% HP after acting. Physical damage plus 15%. Whoa. That's not too shabby. But for right now, we'll keep this on her. And everything is at H, which I'm assuming means hollow level 1. Alright, we've got key events, but no sub-events anywhere. So that's all fine and dandy with me. We can shop with Bro, though.
Why not take some flowers with you?
Does he have anything new?
Why not take some flowers with you?
Rose Corsage, which is a straight upgrade for Van, but I'm not certain. Silver Vase, to-do list, gift for Elaine. Oh, for Elaine? That's interesting. We can only give it to Elaine? Viewable and connect on the to-do list. Okay. Let's
I hope I see you again.
Give that to her then. Some kind of way. Law alignment. Okay, we got a power droplet for that. Oh, cool. Used for exchanging... Oh, U material. Okay. And then 200 Sepith Mass. EP charge 1. Cool. Magic droplet. Whoa. Sepith Mass. So a bunch of Sepith Mass. Taurus. That was a quartz. More Sepith Mass. Going a little slower so I can see. Okay, all just U material. Alright, that's fine. I was trying to find the connect. That was somewhere. Alright.
Modifying your orbment, are you? That's a single element slot.
Okay, we can only put, yeah. Impede.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Alright, so she's got
Single
this.
element slot access.
Oh, well. So where is Taurus at? It's right there. Guarded start, gifted start.
New
sure.
shard skill added.
How do I Oh, okay, that's how. See, you couldn't do this. That was a really annoying thing in Trails in the Trails in the Sky games. You couldn't actually, you could see the when adding new quartz, you would get new arts, but you couldn't actually mouse over the arts to see what they friggin' were in that menu. Oh, but you can just read these, so I guess this is kind of pointless. Wait, did I take it off?
Switching to maintenance mode. Single element slot access.
Oh, no, I didn't. I did! Okay, whoops. I'm glad I noticed that.
Shard skills updated.
Alright, but that's not what we were looking for. Books, connect, there it is. I'm still in battle. Elaine. How do we... Oh my gosh. How do I give her the thing? That's the thingamabob.
What's next?
Okay, here we go. Silver vase.
Aw, you shouldn't have.
It cost us, oh my god. It cost us 1,000. It cost us friggin' what, like 15% of our money in order to get 10 points? Don't check my math on that. But alright, F it. Let's get out of here. Ooh. More stuff?
Well...
Sure. Wait, have we already... No, there's no check mark, so we haven't done the thing. Sure. 50% apple or orange juice. What's the rest of the juice? Oh, it's probably just concentrate. Let me not think there's anything too nefarious going on. I'm sure Edith has a lot of checks and balances for that sort of thing. But anyways, here's where we pick up most of our jobs. Is this one of the guild's message boards? Actually, it's this district's public bulletin board. As you can see, it's mostly used for announcements or advertising. If you want to find the stuff addressed to us, all you gotta do is reach around back. Blacking out blackmail. I want you to get rid of a certain guy's little black book. He has info on me that can't get out. I'd prefer it if I could explain the details to you in person. I'll be waiting at Kayunga in the Tyrell district. Thanks. Or Sayunga. It's probably Chinese. Blacking out blackmail has been added to the to-do list. Now and then, folks will reach out and contact me directly, but most of our jobs come from boards like this. Huh. I thought our jobs would involve more fighting. I was expecting, like, assassinations and stuff. I'm sure Van isn't above assassination. We already know he would kill people, given the right circumstances. No, okay. Can we really say he killed her? She was dying anyways. People don't come to us with matters that violent, do they? Nah, every once in a while I've got to beat up a stalker or something, but that's about it. Then please allow me to deliver the beatings from now on. Couldn't we just hand them over to the police? What's that flyer there? Probably for the stage show that we just saw. Seeking information on the enigmatic thief Grimmeat. Report any leads to your local police station. Promising information will be compensated with cash. Enigmatic thief? Right. I've never heard of them. A lady thief who has been operating in Calvert for the past few years. Oh, okay. That's new. They say she only steals from bad people, corrupt politicians, shady millionaires, and so on. Supposedly, once you receive a calling card from her, your fate is sealed. Oh, well, can you tell this game was started after Persona 5? Wow, there's so many interesting people in the city. Let me not go ahead and single-handedly credit them with that. They could have just as easily gotten it from Case Closed or something. And yes, I'm gonna keep calling it that. Because Grimmeat never steals from the innocent. Many people in Edith admire her. They also say she scampers around the city in a skimpy outfit you'd expect to see in a seedy club. Cause it wouldn't be a Falcom game without that sort of thing. Hopefully she gets to be a party member. Your righteous thief sounds more like a kinkster to me. What's, Don't say it. The gossip rags are just making a big deal of her for sales. Nothing we need to worry about. That sort of thing has me thinking. Cause you know the scene with the tentacles at the beginning of the game and what's her name? Whose name I can't remember. The girl who likes Dingo. Amaray? Marielle or something, that was her name. But I feel like Van's comment in Japanese was probably a little different than what he said in English. But anyways, that's completely beside the point. So anyway, job boards. Right, Van, let's get back on track. Let's go check the boards in the other districts and find some work to do. Semi-required 4 SPGs. Sometimes you will need to complete semi-required 4 SPGs in order to advance the story. Then they don't sound semi-required. Maybe there's a certain number of them we have to do? You don't need to finish all the requests available, but you may if you want to. Okay, so we just need to complete a certain amount of semi-required 4 SPGs. Semi-required 4 SPG. When you clear the required number of semi-required 4 SPGs quests, the main story advances. And this isn't the first time that a Trails game has made use of this. 4 SPGs are optional, you can choose not to complete them. But we've already run into this mechanic. Apparently, it's why I had a completely unsolved request in the first chapter. Alright, I've got some personal business I should squeeze into today, too. You can now view connection events in the connection tab of your to-do list. Okay, so it's like Cold Steel 2. Connection events. Use free time to participate in a connection event with a specific character. If you complete all the Force PGs available during the day, you also get an extra free time point. It's exactly like Cold Steel 2. Select your character of choice. All right, that's cool. From here, gots to be on top of it. We don't want any specific timed sub events popping up out of nowhere. Riverside. So first things first, where is... I'm not sure which of these is closest to the bulletin board. Shard Skill Treasure Hunter. Treasure Hunter activates on the extra line. Displays the location of treasure chests in the area on the minimap. As long as it's active on a single party member, it will always remain displayed. Now with that, there it is. Okay, cool. Makes most sense for the bulletin board to be the one closest to the topmost place you can travel to. Looks like we got a 4SPG, missing sister. I'm looking for my little sister who I was separated from long ago due to family circumstances. What? And he wants us? Well, I guess we are a PI, but this seems a little broad in scope, doesn't it? I have few clues, and searching for her on my own has been difficult. Could you lend me your talents? I'll explain things in person. I'll be waiting at the cafe and bar Bermati in Riverside. Alright, Jonas, we got you. I ain't picking up the usual sense, so I think the bulletin board hunt's over. Oh, so he's just outright telling us, okay, cool, so we don't have to visit every single area in order to check every single bulletin board. The game is merciful and tells us when we're done. That means we have 2 tasks to take care of today. We should get at least one of them settled today. Okay, let's get back to it then. But we will still visit every place just to make sure there's no sub-events that we're missing out on. We gotta be thorough.
Riverside is a popular spot for tourists.
And we're saying this for Fairy's benefit, no doubt.
There are warehouses along the river, too. Take note of that, newbie.
Alright.
Riverside, popular, warehouses, and done.
God dang, there's giant gaps now. Alright, so here's our client. And we can go in and shop with him. Let's take a look just to make sure there's...
if it isn't Van.
I just want to see.
What are you in the mood for?
Yeah, see, he's got new stuff. Or, no, he doesn't. We own all these. We just haven't eaten them.
You're leaving already?
Yeah, keep it in your pants, broski. Alright, let's get here. You're Jonas, right? I'm the Spriggan you requested. Oh, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you. I have a lot to talk about, so please take a seat. Before we start, I want to clear something up. This is the kind of job you can ask a bracer for help with. Why'd you pick us then? That's a fair question indeed. It's a long and complicated story, actually. Let me explain. Please do. So then, it started with my parents' divorce when I was young. I went with my father, and my younger sister was taken by my mother. That was 10 years ago. Recently, my father passed away due to illness. While I was going through his belongings, I found, shockingly, a will addressed to my sister and my mother. They've had no contact at all in 10 years? Visitation rights are crazy in Edith. I guess even when you try to cut ties with them, you can't just erase family. And, well, I'd like to make sure that this will reaches them. Oh, I understand. Yeah, finding them would be important. But again, why us? Why not go to a bracer about this? Here's the issue. Amongst the papers, I found what I believe was a court order from the same service as this divorce. Ah, the shady, under-the-table aspect. It indicated that neither parent could interact or interfere with the other. Oh, which is completely insane! How can you just completely lock off young children from their parent? Because that's what that amounts to. I think that handing this will to my mother would technically violate that. If anything, I can't imagine she'd be happy about it. I figured it might be a better idea to give it to my sister then. which is why I've been looking for her. And I'm assuming his sister is still a minor, which is why he can't just give it to her himself. Or he doesn't, well, I don't know why I just said that. Obviously, he doesn't know where his sister is at. That's the whole reason he's contacting us. Also, since it's not urgent, I figured the guild would probably put me on the back burner, and I'd end up waiting for who knows how long. Elaine! Oh my gosh. Or Jin! Oh my gosh. Estelle would never. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see not wanting to end up a long-term resident of their mission board. Sure, we can handle this job. But anyway, got any clues where to start? Not exactly, but I did find this letter with the will. It'll probably send us to a new section of Edith, a district that we haven't been to before. It was a letter from my grandmother on my mother's side from 2 years ago, addressed to my father. In it, she wrote that everyone on that side of the family was doing well, and attached to it was a picture of my sister. There was no address on the envelope, but the photo might be a good place to start. Can we see this photograph? Of course. Here it is. Okay, she looks very generic. Oh, she's so pretty! Right? It's hard to believe we're related. Her name's Jessica. She's younger than I am, but she's my sister. The photo looks like it was taken in the Tyrell district. I've gone and walked around there hoping I might bump into her, but no luck. That feels like the perfect place to start our search then. Good as any. Alright, we should definitely take our time on this one. Should I take the job right now? I don't see why not. And this will up our law and our gray. Alright, I'll get started ASAP. Mind if I borrow the photo? Will be easier to ask around if I got it in hand. Of course, thank you. Okay then, let's head to the Tyrell district. Oh, one last thing if you would. Yeah? Well, if you find my sister, please don't approach her. I mean, this might be the first time she hears about family she might not even know she had. So she was really young when this happened. I'd rather she didn't hear about it from a Spriggan, no offense. I'd just like to talk to her myself. I understand. Your union's a delicate matter and should be treated as such. Okay, so we just need to locate her then. Thank you so much. Please find my sister for me. Received photo of Jonas's sister.
Commencing mission.
Alright, let's get it started. Are we ready to get to work? Uh-huh. We should start by finding someone who knows Jessica. And I know the perfect person to ask. Bermati, maybe? There's a producer who often hangs around the Tyrell district to try and recruit new people to be mannequins. What? Let's talk to him before we try asking anyone else. Might save us a lot of wandering around. Mannequin? I've never heard of that. What do they do? Normally they're inanimate objects that stand still, so I'm curious as well. He means models, people who wear clothes to advertise new outfits, and Van's right that Jessica is pretty enough to be noticed by a producer. So as soon as we're ready, we should make for the Tyrell district. I wonder. Obtained photo of Jonas's younger sister. Okay, and it's a topic. Oh, 2 free times and 2 4SPGs. Well, that's a handy little thingamabob.
What's next?
So, let's head up to Tyrell district first.
Off we go.
Wow, it's so busy here. Bookstore steward. It's amazing everything's under control with so many people. It feels so different from Station Street. That's Tyrell for you. As you might have guessed, this is where the Tyrell Times was founded. There's a handful of other publishers HQ'd here too. As a result, tons of young people like to hang out here. It's where you'll first find a lot of trends and subcultures taking off. So it's like the New York City of Calvert? This area has a fairly distinct vibe you won't find anywhere else in the city as a result, yes. I've come here a handful of times with my friends from school. One of them even works at the bookstore here. Oh, okay, well I guess we definitely have to hit Stuart up then. Whew. Plenty more to find here than just books, too. I find myself out here all the time. Why don't we wander around here a little while? Nothing beats seeing a place firsthand when you want to get to know it. Okay, let's go!
Alright, newbie. I'll need you to pay close attention to where the bulletin board is.
If I remember correctly, it's in a side street by the movie theater.
Ooh, movie theater?
Understood.
Movie theater? That's super new. That thing can't have been existing. That thing can't have been here for more than a year at the most. Where is this? Well, let's not walk past key events. We want to check everything out. Macmillan Cafe. Ooh.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yes, one of everything, please. And I have to remember to actually use these when we're running around. Upstairs? Ooh. Okay, so it's another street.
Did you know?
And we'll probably, I'm sure we'll come up here, or there'll be plenty of scenes set up here over the course of the Daybreak games. So that's fun and dandy. But out front is where the next event is. Oh, who is this guy? Shakar. He looks so suspect.
Let me ask you something.
Ah, damn. The local Spriggans got business with someone like me? Never imagined I'd cross paths with you guys. What can I do for you? Oh yeah, I recognize this woman. Wow, that was fast. Nice. What can you tell us about her? I work as a talent scout. She's someone I have my eye on for some time. She used to be a fellow regular at my favorite cafe, and we'd run into each other there often. I tried recruiting her twice, but she turned me down both times. Said she wasn't interested. I see. Does that mean if we go to the cafe, we should find her? Probably not. She stopped coming about a month ago. Hopefully that's not suspicious. I wouldn't put your hopes on finding her there, unfortunately.
See the movie.
Although in her defense, it's entirely possible she stopped going because of me. Maybe she just wanted to get me out of her hair. Dang, I thought we had a good lead. What are we gonna do? You might still want to talk to one of the servers there. They seem like pretty good friends. Who knows? Maybe she'll be able to fill you in on whatever happened to her. If you're interested, it's the Macmillan Cafe, just over there. I think we'll take you up on that. Thank you for sharing. Have a good rest of your day. At least we came away with something. On to that cafe. Alright, cool. Thank you very much, Shakar. Okay, and now we can chat her up about it. Lucia.
Let me ask you something.
You're asking if I know anything about the woman in that photo? Wait a minute, that's Jessica! You know her? Awesome! That saves us some trouble having to explain things. We've been looking for her. Her older brother who's estranged hired us to find her. She has an older brother? I don't know, dude. If I was Lucia, I would be extremely skeptical about this. But especially with that waitress in Cray as well, people seem very eager to give up personal details to, of other people to complete strangers. I had no idea she had such a complicated family life. How close would you say the two of you are? Pretty close, I'd say. Before I came here, I actually used to work at the Orbital Cafe over by the train station. That's where we first met. We were co-workers and became friends through that. Makes sense. Think we'd maybe find her there if we paid a visit? I doubt it. She quit working there about a month ago. She said she was staying within the city, but it sounded like she decided to move somewhere pretty far. Uh-oh. So she might not even she might not even be in Edith anymore then. I don't know why, but she must have had some reason for doing it. The way she described it, it seemed like her hands were pretty tied. She was actually a regular here at this cafe. I used to see her here all the time. And she moved away a month ago? She could be literally anywhere. But once it was time to move, she said she wouldn't be able to come back here any longer. I haven't seen her since. And that was that, huh? With talk like that, definitely sounds to me like she had something going on. Yeah, this just got twisty. Yeah, like she wouldn't have moved if she didn't have to leave. That's what I felt. The whole thing really bothered me, but she just smiled and brushed it off, so I chose to let it slide. Looking back on it, I think she tried to do that so that I wouldn't worry about her after she left. This is getting pretty complicated. Do you know where she moved to? No, I don't, sorry. I wish I did. All I know is that she's still somewhere in Edith. Oh, she moved pretty far, but still in Edith? So she's not in this district then, is what that amounts to. Actually, you know something? I bet Alon over at my old Orbital Cafe might be able to tell you what's going on with her. He's the person who owns it. I think she went to him for advice a lot before she quit. You said his name's Alon and he's at the Orbital Cafe? Got it. Thanks for the tip. I guess we should go to Station Street next then. Ready to go? Not just yet. We still have... Oh, okay, I was about to say, hopefully I didn't miss out on anything. But if we can bring up this topic to other people, it probably won't tell us anything new. Strawberry milk ice cream, apple gelato.
Thanks for shopping.
Which I'm sure Van's a big into.
Hey, did you see?
And then you. Oh. So here's gonna be we're near the movie theater now. Golden Blood. And that's not Erin, but I'm sure we'll meet whoever that is. She looks entirely too detailed to stay image on a banner. That's what that is. Say, what is this big building for? Oh, this is a movie theater. It's where you go to watch movies. It's been a major attraction in this area for a while. Don't worry, it's definitely super new. Sorry, guess this stuff ain't real common outside Calvert, huh? No, it's not. Have you ever seen an orbital film, Fairy? No, but I think I've heard the term once or twice. I don't really get the concept, though. How should we explain it? Ever seen recorded combat footage before? Of course! It's really useful for learning new tactics and reviewing squad movements. Well, imagine a bunch of pieces of footage put together that's all performed by actors. That's a movie. Then a movie theater is where you go to watch movies on really big screens. Oh! This city is amazing! I didn't realize there was a place here to see tests of strength and duels to the death. She kinda gets it, that's close enough. I mean, there are movies like that, yeah. We'll have to explain it more in depth later. I really want to see one now. Too bad though, we still have work to do. Hey, when we finish up today... Yeah, I getcha. Hang on, why do I have to come too? If we're going to be a team, we've got to spend time together and get to know one another better. Plus, they happen to be selling some seasonal churros at the concessions area in the theater. Ugh. Yeah, she knows exactly how to get Van's attention. What's all this then? What do you want, Renee?
How many times must I... Oh, I see your second part-timer has joined you.
And of course, he's already fully aware.
My name is Kincaid. I'm an analyst with the CID. If you're working for Van, I expect this won't be our last meeting.
Yes, I suppose so. It's nice to meet you. Fairy. Look, I don't really want to play the blame game here. But there's no denying the Eisenshields changed course because the CID got in their way. You know that decision ended up costing them their lives, don't you? I do. And in the moment, it was the correct decision to train our personnel. So I won't make any excuses. He's like, hey, what had to be done had to be done. Still, the Iron Shield weren't strangers. I had unofficial connections with them as well. Yeah, everybody's connected. On a personal level, I deeply lament what happened to the Flame Eater. While words alone cannot make amends for what happened, there is one thing I can disclose. It would seem the group that defeated the Eisen Shield were not mafiosos after all. I'm fairly certain the proper pluralization of mafioso is mafiosi, but that's in Italian. We're speaking English, so it's not a big deal. Huh? Now that you mention it, that sadistic bastard mentioned something about an old haunt. I think it is safe to say the group you're referring to and its executive members were involved. While Almada's members all know how to fight, few are combat specialists. Ordinarily, they wouldn't have stood a chance against the capable company of Jaegers like the Eisen Shield. This is simply a matter of fact. You're right! Yeah, that's been bothering me too. How did they do it then? Whomever was deployed to fight the Eisen Shield must have been exceptional fighters. And again, I know this information hardly serves as recompense, but for now, this is all I can share. I appreciate you telling us. Anyway, something tells me you didn't just call to apologize. Quite right. I'd like to discuss the work you have been doing for the guild. Oh. Been keeping your ear to the ground, eh? Why am I not surprised? As you know, we at CID do not see the guild as our enemy. Granted, our two organizations handle things differently, namely national security and confidentiality. Thus, there are those within our ranks that wish to use your recent partnership as a means to besmirch the guild's reputation. Oh, is this a Is this a heads up from Renee? Uh-oh. Real rigs coming from the department that hires Jaegers for side gigs. That's politics for you. No matter how many get burned, there will always be those who wish to play with fire. However, the CID as a whole would not stand to benefit with a plan like that. Therefore, I have a proposal. Bounty in the waterworks. We've recently received reports of a dangerous monster in the area. Sidon Waterworks, Southern Octo. So, we're getting requests directly from the CID now, specifically to make the guild look bad. Isn't that? Oh, is this a guild request that we're gonna snipe? A monster extermination request? Adios, take me now. It's as you've surmised. We will be sending you tasks just as the guild does. Feel free to handle them however you see fit, and we'll match the rate the guild is giving you. At least sweeten the pot a little, you cheapskate. I'm paying just enough to keep certain voices in the department quiet. And with that, I will bid you adieu. I'm looking forward to a fruitful business relationship with you all. That four-eyed sadist. It did sound like he's covering for us, at least. I got that impression too. And that's how he gets ya. Waterway under the Satan district, huh? That's the second district, by the way, Fairy. I'm guessing you don't go there often due to the higher-than-usual governmental presence? You know me too well. I'm in no hurry to head over there. It ain't much, but we can stick it to that jerk we're foisting work onto us willy-nilly. Gotta go eventually, though, so we'll head over to the Satan district once we finish everything else. Gee, you city people have really complicated lives. At least it means I get to fight a bunch of strong monsters. Leave the front line to me. I can take on any foe, big or small. Someone's raring to go. Save some of that fire for the monsters, kid. The main story will advance upon entering the Satan district. Okay. Or I think it's actually Sidon district.
Banner launched.
And last but not least, and Tyrell district also has a waterway. Brothers. Can we purchase things here? We cannot. Oh, I could have checked the mini-map and seen that. But this place, this might be Sayunga then?
Thanks for stopping by. What'll you have today?
Leafy hot pot. And babao shining almond tofu. And babaocha tea.
Thanks for coming.
This tastes great.
Owner Mao. So is the thing... Okay, it's upstairs then. So this reminds us of Long Wong, or whatever the heck it was called.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
Okay, this must be another client. Yeah, Jess. Hello, you're Jess, aren't you? Sorry, but mind if you refresh my memory? We're with Arkwright Solutions. You put out a request asking for our help, yeah? That's what we're here to talk about. Care to fill us in on what's going on? Wow, you really came after all. I mean, not that I doubted you guys or anything, but still. Anyway, you guys should probably sit down. It's going to take me a while to explain everything. And I figured this was Sayunga, but I probably should have done the other request first before hitting bro up, but it's all good. So, to give you guys a brief introduction, as you know, my name's Jess. I'm a singer and songwriter, if I can even really call myself that. I just started doing all of that pretty recently, so it's not like I'm famous or anything close to that. Wow, you can sing and write songs? That's so cool! I didn't know there were people who could do both. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but thanks. Actually, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I've seen you guys around my neighborhood before. Think I recognize you too, as a matter of fact. Our office is located in Old Town, if that means anything to you. Oh, no kidding? That's where the three of us live. That's neat. Who else do you live with? I live with some friends I've known since we were kids. We all came up to Edith from the countryside and decided to room together. One of them is this guy named Raymond. He works at the flower shop. Oh, Raymond's awesome. The other is Raymond's older sister, Carol. She works at the boutique. I'm not sure if we've seen Carol, though. Gotcha. Good to know. And just to be clear, I promise not to go around talking to people about you guys or anything. This isn't exactly the sort of request I want Raymond and Carol to know about anyway, so it's really for the best. You wrote that you wanted us to remove your information from somebody's notebook. Could you go into that a little more? Sure, but before I do, I need to ask, have you guys ever heard of a guy named Giacomo before? We have, actually. Did you say Giacomo? You could say we know him, for better or for worse. Oh, great. That saves me the trouble of having to explain who he is. Basically, the notebook I wrote about is this one he keeps full of material to blackmail people. Yikes. I knew that notebook wasn't good news based on the title of your request, but that sounds super bad. Can't say I'm surprised he'd have such a thing, but it doesn't put him in any better of a light, that's for damn sure. How'd you find out you were in his little black book? Well, once I started to make a name for myself doing music stuff, he ambushed me outside the concert hall one day. What he said really freaked me out. He told me that he knew my secret, and if I didn't want it getting out to the wrong guy, I'd have to help him with his work. And then you just got dug in deeper and deeper. I haven't seen Giacomo at all since then, but I want that information scrubbed out of his notebook before he has a chance to do anything with it. That's despicable! It's one thing to play dirty on the battlefield, but threatening a private citizen is just low. Wait, hold on a second. Van, weren't you talking about Giacomo just the other day? Yeah, and for a reason our client here might like to know. Giacomo's dead. I can't go into the specific circumstances of what happened with someone like you, but I figured it's worth clearing up that much, right? Well, I'm sure he doesn't want the notebook just falling into a rando's hand. Knowing that information is out there would still give him a bunch of anxiety, I'm sure. Are you serious? I had no idea! Now I'm worried. If he's dead, what could have happened to the notebook? Ordinarily, something like that would be in the custody of the police. But this is Giacomo we're talking about. He wouldn't let one of the tools of his trade fall into the hands of the police so easily. My bet is he kept it hidden. Odds are about 50-50 as to whether the cops have managed to uncover it or not. It's probably in our best interest to figure out where he stashed it or what's become of it. Sure, that makes sense to me. Even if the police might have it in their possession, I'd appreciate you guys going out and checking just to make sure. What do you say, Van? Are we gonna help him? We sure are. Well, don't worry, we'll take the case. Our first stop should probably be Giacomo's 2 hideouts that we visited before. We should sift through them and see what we find. I'm sure the guy had other spots while he was alive, but with any luck, something will turn up and we won't have to go through any more trouble. That makes sense. We already know where the 2 hideouts are, so we might as well investigate them. Sounds good to me. I can't wait to see you guys do your thing. I'm sure I'm gonna learn a lot about being a Spriggan. Once we come to some sort of conclusion, we'll be sure to contact you with whatever news we have. Until then, sit tight. We've got you covered. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You don't know how much I appreciate it.
Commencing mission.
All right. So that's both, well, not all of them, but 2 of them. And I do believe that is everything here. Yeah, all right. So next up, Station Street. So that we can get started on the request that we took on first. Oh, someone following us?
Is that?
Okay, these are her classmates then.
What's up? Oh, it's Agnes. She must be working today. Those 2 must be the ones she told me about, but she didn't mention that the guy's a total cutie.
Okay, so, well, I wasn't expecting the friend of hers to be the purple-haired girl, so I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of these 2.
Oh, I wish I had a fun part-time job like her.
You could, as long as you got an orbital staff and a willingness to get your hands dirty.
Agnes has a job? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of it?
Besties tell each other everything, you know. What, you jealous?
I'm just concerned about my friend, that's all.
She is getting into a lot of friggin' danger.
So what kind of job is it?
I think she said they investigate stuff for people. And apparently they're helping her look for something while they work. That's all I know, honest.
That's so vague. Are you sure it's not shady?
Whatever makes you think that. It's all above board. As above board as it needs to be.
I assure you, there's nothing to worry about.
Whoa, okay, well, we know who that is.
There you are.
How can you be so certain? Do you know something we don't?
She sure does.
You could say that. She came to me about working, and because she performs her duties so admirably, I told her she's free to do what she wants on her days off. But enough about that. Let's finish our business and return to school.
So, they're on the student council then.
I bought some excellent tea for you both to try.
Nice! We've got to grab some scones to go with them.
Hold on! You didn't explain anything.
It's alright, bespectacled male student. You'll learn soon enough. Expanding your boost gauge. Upon activating your S-Craft, the boost gauge limit goes up by 1. You can increase the maximum limit to 9. This goes back to normal at the end of the battle, and allows you to spam your S-Craft, which is pretty nice.
This is Station Street, right? There's so many people.
This place never changes.
Yes, it's a popular spot for clothes shopping.
Oh yeah, I've got a little business with the guild branch here.
So, we're actually gonna go in this?
I want to stop by once we finish doing our rounds.
Maybe the timing is so, because it seems like the first two are a lot faster, or there was a lot less of a gap between them. Maybe the Japanese voice lines were a lot longer? And they're timed to those? Oh!
What are you doing here?
Well, hey, what's up, Elaine?
Arkride, you made it.
And this imposter going by the name of Jin.
I called him over to hash out some important business.
The heck is with this voice, dude? You heard the man. Quit glaring daggers at me. It's, good to see you again. The same to you. Let me guess, you're working again today? And then there's this one. Oh, right. My name is Farida Al-Fayed. I work with Agnes and Van now. I'm still learning the ropes, but I'll take on any job, no matter how dangerous. Well, yeah. Instant death glare to Van. Come on, you think I had a choice in this? Besides, it's plain as day she ain't your average kid. Are you a Jaeger by any chance? It's not surprising that Elaine would be able to tell at a singular glance. Yes, I'm from the Warriors of Kruga. Well, until I got kicked out, that is. I see. So you were involved in what happened in Cray. That's just the topic I was hoping to discuss. Mind filling us in on what went down? Alvis's story was full of holes, because he didn't get there until halfway through. I'll tell you what I can, but nothing about my clients. Van explained the nightmare that unfolded in Cray, though he naturally left out details such as the genesis. That Walter is just full of surprises. Old friend of yours, right? Heard you used to run together with your Taito stuff. Yeah, they go way friggin' back. Your info gathering served you well. We trained under the same master until Walter lost his way over 10 years ago. But that's enough about me. Yeah, play SC if you want to hear more about that. It's interesting that the Society sent an enforcer after A's people. Agreed. I could have easily seen them joining forces at some point. Though that seems out of the question now. Far as I know, the Society's been quiet the last year or so. Yeah, I'm sure that's about to change drastically. Guessing you guys are still chasing them? They're always a concern, but we can hardly prioritize them over Almada right now. All that aside, I'm curious how deceased Jaegers were able to get up and move around. Your bracer buddy was seeing things. None of that happened. Don't try that with me. There were sightings of monsters behaving strangely too. And Alvis isn't our only witness. A police officer on the scene also saw the Eyes and Shield leader Yeah. I'm sorry. That was very insensitive of me. Well, I'm sure you've got your reasons for keeping quiet. We're up to our ears in work as is, so it's not like we can help out with whatever you're dealing with. Maybe it's about time to call in some backup. Ooh, cameos? Oh? Bracers from the other Calvardian branches, I presume? Actually, no. We're so short-staffed nationwide, the branches are already sharing personnel to get by. Yeah, being a bracer is... Man, you are definitely never hurting for work, that is for sure. We've been toying with bringing in someone from another country to help ease the load. Someone? Yeah, definitely already know who they're talking about. Unfortunately, whether they can come or not is still up in the air. I'm sure they will be by just fine enough. So for the time being, I'll just have to dump as much work on you as you can take. Bucko, we've got plenty to deal with already, you know. Don't worry, I'm with you guys now, remember? Farida, please take care of yourself. And Van, from now on, I'll be sending your tasks straight to your Zypha via orb mail. So now we're receiving requests from both the CID and from the guild. If an emergency happens, I may need to call. Don't ignore me if I do, alright? Sure thing. Aww. Yeah, Jin and Agnes see what's going on. They're flirting. Hazel? Nah, he's all good. Hazel doesn't have anything we need to hear. But they don't have names? I assume these are other Calvardian bracers. Which is interesting because, and there's a third floor to this place. Literally before now, every single bracer was named. And now these guys don't get anything? Okay, well, hey. I have a rough idea of what's going on, but it's still not fully adding up. Yeah, because Van is being a little less than forthcoming. We need to be careful when dealing with Almada. Still, can't afford to rest on my laurels. I'll take advantage of Alvis and Regina filling in for me on that trip to look into things further. Okay, so Regina, that's a new name. I'd appreciate it if you guys keep your heads low in the meantime. And Van, let us know if something comes up. Yeah. Well, we can't afford to ignore Ouroboros right now. Almada's our priority. There are other things I wish I could look into, but I'm really busy too. I'm counting on you guys too. Don't disappoint. We won't, Jin. Anything for you. In the name of Patrick Sates, it will be done. So, with all that said, let's go ahead and hit up this next. So, this is where her friend, where Agnes's friend works at. I probably shouldn't have spent all that money. Okay, a defense 2, a rot, earth and verse. Time to cast Earth Arts is cut by 1/3. Let's take a look at our slots.
Modifying your orbment, are you?
This slot is unopened. Unlock slots or set plugins. Because I'm going to focus on this. Whoa! Okay, so he's got... But that'll completely wipe out. Alright, well... Yeah. And... Earth slot. And Fairy, I'm sure, has a fire slot we can do. No, she needs both Earth and... Or she needs both Space and Mirage. I mean, both Space and Time. Oh my gosh, Space and Time. But, alright, she'll be alright. Oh, but we should definitely see about getting anything to put on. Well, hold on, because before that, let me see if I've already got some quartz that I can give her. Whoops.
I'm ready to help whatever you need.
Alrighty. Orbment.
Maintenance mode engaged.
Yeah, because she's got some empty slots. Septium Vein. Resist Burn.
Looks like a new shard skill. That one's a single element slot.
We don't have a Mind 1 to give her. And both of these are empty. Alright. So no. We have plenty of open spaces. Wall. Hold on, let's exchange. Go ahead and get rid of the Sepith Mass. Yes, sir. Now we can afford it. Wall. And we can't purchase these. Burning Verse. Okay, so the verses are a series of quartz. And there's gonna be maybe a windy verse. Airy verse. Okay. Emerald Ring. Grants insight status for 1 turn when HP is low. We can definitely, because nobody's relying on these at the moment. Evasion plus 8%. And attack 2. Yeah, let's get that. And break is fire element now? That's interesting. It used to be earth element. Strike, an additional crit chance. I need something with breath on it. Attacks crafts have a 10%, but that strength plus 3 is nice. Mind 1, impede 1, EP cut. Sure. And then we'll do another mind. And we'll give that additional evasion.
Thanks for being such a good customer.
Yeah, no problem. Whoops, I keep hitting
help
triangle. Muscle memory. Alright, so
Maintenance
now let's get to
mode engaged.
blessing people. She's already
That one's
got
a single
an
element slot.
Can we also do...
Looks like a new shard skill.
We can equip... Okay, I guess we could always do that, so that's fine.
That one's a single element slot.
And a mind. And give her that EP
Shard skills
cut.
updated.
So there's still gaps, but fewer gaps. Alright, that's fine. And is Isla her friend? No. Okay.
What'll you have today?
And she's got stuff we don't care
Thanks for
about.
coming.
The Orbital Cafe. Okay, so here it is. Here he is. Let's show up the topic.
Let me ask you something.
Hey, you mind if we ask some questions? It's about the woman in the photo. We received a request from a young man asking us to look for his estranged sister, Jessica. We talked to Lucia about it. She directed us here. Do you happen to know where she might be living at the moment? Or how we could get in contact with her? Her brother? Did he give you this photo? If you know anything at all, please tell us. It'd be a big help. I'd love to help you, but unfortunately, I don't know where she moved to. I'm really sorry. Imagine a regular coming in and asking you where like a random customer that you've seen before was living at now. Who would know that sort of thing? I wish I could have been of help. Aw, seriously? I don't think he's being completely honest with us. Why does she think that? He might know something else about Jessica that he's not telling us. Let's start from the bottom. I'm a Spriggan, not with the police or the guild, and I don't do things their way either. We're pretty flexible, really. So, if you're worried about her, why don't you tell us what's going on? It'll probably be easier in the long run. So, you know, then? Ain't got hard proof, but I got an idea. What's going on? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not completely sure, but I think I know what Van's getting at. I don't. And if he's right, then we can't just keep ignoring this. Was she kidnapped? I know you have your reasons for what you're doing, but if you don't tell us what's going on, then we can't help Jessica. Would you be willing to trust us? That's a good point. Fine. I trust you. But I don't really have a right to talk about it. I think it's better you hear it from the horse's mouth. He knows where Jessica is. What do you mean? I'll get in touch with Jessica and see if I can get you guys to meet up. You know what you're doing, so I leave the rest to you. Cool, no prob. Elan got in contact with Jessica through his orbital terminal, arranging for her to meet the team at the cafe. Well, she can't be in too much danger if she's okay with coming out into the open. Look at you, sounds like she's in the area. How about you take a seat and wait for her over there? I'll bring out some drinks. On the house, potentially? Thanks. Much appreciated. Didn't Jonas say we shouldn't talk to her? Is it really alright for us to meet her without reporting back to him? Plans don't always pan out in this line of work. And I ain't following his plan if this job turns out to go against my principles. Do we think Jonas is lying? Is this really what Spriggans are like? So maybe Jonas wasn't completely square with us about what's going on, because his whole story was really weird. Wait for Jessica to arrive here? Yes, sir. The three of them sat down to wait. A woman arrived before long. Okay, so she doesn't look too much like an NPC. It's nice to meet you. My name is Jessica. I take a share from Arkwright Solutions. I heard about it from Milan. That's right. Thanks for coming. Our client gave us a photo of you, and we used that to find you. I want to go over a few things with you, but let's start with your family. We've met with a man who claims to be your brother. He's told us quite a fair bit about you. Does any of it ring a bell? Van told Jessica everything that Jonas had told them. I've never heard anything like that at all. So Jonas was friggin' lying. I guess my parents could have hidden it from me this whole time. Should it be true, I would understand it if they did, considering how delicate a matter it is. Okay, next question. You ever got a problem with someone taking photos of you without your consent? How did you know? Yes, I have. They've even sent the photographs they've taken of me directly to my house. So that's why he couldn't get the guild involved, because there was something real friggin' fishy about this. Is that why you chose to move away without telling anyone about where? Pretty much. I actually started feeling like I was being followed about a month ago. The feeling just kept getting worse and worse over time. I was proven right once I started receiving photos and letters to my home address. That was why I asked my boss to help make my move discreet. I didn't feel safe going to the police or guild either, for fear that it'd just anger him and make it all worse. So Jonas is a stalker. Wait a second. Then the man who claimed to be your brother and gave us this job to begin with is probably the stalker she's been trying to shake this whole time. Dude was probably just bullshitting us right from the start, so we do a stalking job for him. What? You mentioned you have a photograph of me with you, didn't you? Could I see it? Yeah, it's not a problem. Well... No! How? He's still trying to find me? I thought it'd be over after I moved. It's all right, Jessica. Please try and stay calm. Sorry for upsetting you like that. Still, I guess this confirms our suspicions. Our client here ain't Jessica's brother. He's the stalker who's been making her life miserable lately. I can't believe it! I didn't even realize he was lying! He got me too, I'm not gonna lie. We're on your side here, Jessica. Please don't worry about that. I got an idea here. Why don't you hire me so we can turn the tables on this asshole? What do you mean? So we're not going to take payment from him because we're not going to do his job. But we're setting a nice little cat trap to ensnare him in. I'm liking how this is going. Though, I assume this might, well... Oh. I must say, you do excellent work, Spriggan. You're really quick. I was expecting results, but not this quickly. Now, let's get to the chase. Where's my sister? Yeah, about that. Just want to ask something before we give you a report. I'll cut to the chase. You've been stalking Jessica, right? Oh my, really? This is all just a misunderstanding. I know I look suspicious snooping around and asking for a woman's place of residence like this. But I can assure you that I found that photograph amongst my father's possessions. Do you think I just found a picture of some random woman there? I wouldn't quite call myself a stalker for wanting to find the woman in the photograph. No, you're not related to Jessica. We spoke with Jessica directly, on top of verifying her family records with City Hall. We also found out that Jessica moved recently because she was being stalked. Dug up quite a lot of dirt on you too, buddy. This ain't your first rodeo. You were stalking another woman in a different district, yeah? Got arrested for it too, but they didn't have enough evidence to throw you in the slammer. I made it clear you weren't to approach her. Why did you have to get involved, And what do you care if I'm a stalker or not? You're a Spriggan! Isn't this what you do? Take jobs for people like me? That's not... I apologize for lying to you, really. It just felt like it would have made things easier for the both of us if I did. To be clear, I don't plan on harming Jessica at all. Not even after I find her address. Things went poorly with the last woman, but I am Jessica's family. Or rather, I will be. I'm destined to become her family. This guy is crazy! I'm eagerly looking forward to doting on my dear, dear little sister. This guy is being really creepy. I'll ask again. Will you tell me Jessica's address? You can name your price. Fan. Well, on behalf of Arkwright Solutions, the answer is no. Any sweets will taste sour if I buy them with your damn money. Don't joke with me! Worthless. But fine, I thought something like this might happen. Whoa! Bro went from 0 to 200 instantly! Oh my ADOs! Oh jeez, dude! He was like, yes, Van was like, no, and the knife instantly came out. What was his plan? To slit everybody's throat in broad daylight? Let go, you damn brat. I finally got to do something. You can keep resisting, but I won't let go of you. She moved so fast I couldn't even see her. Great job, Fairy. Thanks. So what now? Do we beat some sense into him? I know what I said earlier, but let's not. No need to get our hands dirty here. What should we do here, though? We got enough evidence to throw him to the police and let him sort this one out. But on the other hand, I've also got plenty of dirt on him. Could use it to scare him into never trying anything like this again. So, how do we put this to bed? So, hand him to the police will up our law, but blackmailing him will up our gray. Might be best to use what I've got and blackmail him myself. I'd love to trust the cops on this one, but he might also get away with just a slap on the wrist. Fact chance that'll fix anything, so I gotta take matters into my own hands. Fairy, keep him down. Him and I are gonna have a little chat. Affirmative! Again, I got solid evidence to your stalking. Ran a background check on you too. You work for a real big name company, yeah? Tell you what, promise me you stay the hell away from her, and they don't gotta hear about this. You so much as even think about breaking that promise though, and I'll break your life into pieces so tiny you'll never put it back together. Understood? You think you can threaten me? Go ahead, see if any of it matters. That's a shame. I guess we should head back to the office and transfer all files regarding this case to our computer. I'll start with compiling my recording of this conversation and all other documents we gathered. What? You didn't! Of course I did. I can't be too careless in this line of work. But if you think I'm bluffing, you're more than welcome to find out the hard way. Okay. Please, I'm begging you. Don't send anything to my company. I'll stay away from Jessica, I swear. I'm not sure we can trust what he says. Or maybe he might mean that literally. He'll stay away from Jessica, but he'll just go ahead and obsess over somebody else. I'll sign a contract if you need me to. You can even bring a witness. I promise I won't ever get close to her again. Yeah, I'd like it in paper. And look, I just so happen to have a suitable contract on me already. Go me, being so well prepared. Alright. Jessica. Did we not handle this to her liking? So, under Fairy's watchful eye, Jonas's hands were freed to allow him to sign the contract. He agreed to stop stalking people and to never attempt to contact Jessica ever again. Are you okay, Jessica? You look pale. Yes, I'm fine. Besides, I was the one who wanted to listen in on everything. Again, thank you so much, everyone. I feel like I can finally go back to feeling safe in my day-to-day life again. You got that contract now, so it should be alright. Think the guy's too chicken now to try anything ever again. But we'll keep an eye on you for a bit longer still, just to make sure you're safe. Yes, I hope this will help alleviate your concern. Goodness, that is reassuring. Alright, I'll make sure to forward your fee later. Thanks again, you all, for everything! The bow greeting in Calvert is very interesting because Erebonians were not doing that. Man, that one sure was a pain. I'm feeling all stiff, but I know a loyally might fix me right back up. I suppose we could make a quick stop after this. What a strange experience. Dumping your client that way is unthinkable for a Jaeger. But knowing he's been dealt with makes me feel so much better. I still have a lot to learn about how a Spriggan works. Feel free to take notes if you gotta. I agree with the sentiment. I've learned so much myself already. Alright, everyone. Let's keep it up and finish up all of our other tasks.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
More money, yes. Chaos plus. Chaos rank up, alright. So, on our next request, we probably need to do whatever is most lawful. I want to keep my gray highest, but I don't want to start like a deficit for any of the other alignments. And the next 4 SPG, oh, Riverside sub-event? The maintenance tunnel. All right, well, if that's the case, how do I... Can I not fast travel into the maintenance tunnel? I swore we could do that before, but okay. Let's go ahead and simply head down and in to start with. Enter the underground maintenance tunnel. Yes, please. Art's casting time. After selecting an art, it will take some time to cast. All right.
Here goes. I'm on the
Here goes.
Okay, underground maintenance tunnel midpoint. I should have just fast traveled here to begin with. So this is something we can investigate for yeah, for the request. Okay. I heard something from the room ahead of us. There's people inside. Several people. Maybe it's the cops? It'll probably be a fight. Almada? I hope not. Nah, I doubt it. Probably just exactly who we want to see here. Let's head in. Is it... Oh, okay. Hello there, officers. How you liking the spot? You come by here often? Oh, you come by here often. Hope you found what you're looking for. I should be asking you that question. What's a punk like you doing in here? And you brought a child along this time. There is a police investigation underway here. Civilians are not allowed on the premises. Aw, come on, don't be like that. I just stopped by on a job. Guess you guys are looking for something too, huh? Two? Seems like a fairly pedestrian slip-up for Van to make. If you already know, then why are you asking? It's not like I'll tell you anything else either. Why don't you just go ahead and tell me what kind of job you're taking that brought you back here of all places? This doesn't have to be a questioning, though. I don't mind taking you along to the station for an interview. Voluntarily, of course. He's like, talk or we'll make you. Hey, whoa! Hold up there! I ain't trying to pick a fight. We got our own business around here. What do you say I scratch your back and help you look for whatever it is you're trying to find? Who knows? Maybe an outsider's perspective will help things along better than you could, Inspector. And of course, we'll tell you about anything we find. No secrets here. I know we're asking for a lot, but please consider making an exception this time. He's gonna find himself making a lot of exceptions for Arkwright Solutions, I'm sure. Of course, we won't get in your way, Inspector. I can even go out and clean up the waterway monsters so things are a little safer here. As in, they're going to fight them? Damn it, kid. Maybe let me handle this one. Anyway, please, you can trust me a little on this one. If supervision will make you feel better, you can always have someone watch us. Like that dude. You're shameless thinking you can come in and just ask for me to trust you, just like that. And yet the CID trusts you, if ever so slightly. I'd quite like to find out just what about you is worthy of that trust, assuming there's anything at all. Can we go in then? Yes, but if you so much as twitch in a suspicious way, I'll have cuffs on you before you even notice. Let us know if you find anything. Thank you so much, Inspector. Okay, excuse us then. So, Daswani really has nothing to gain from this. He just wants to see what makes us so trustworthy to the other branches, I guess, which is interesting, but... The container is damaged, but it doesn't look like it's a clue. I was wondering if maybe all these scrapes meant something. I get the thought process, but they look just like normal wear and tear to me. Let's keep checking around. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be under the thing. It's a flyer for the taco stand. Come to think of it, we met Giacomo right in front of that taco stand. Don't tell me he hid it underneath that bench. You mentioned he was a regular there, usually on Wednesdays. Tacos. I could go for a taco right now. I wonder what I should get. Their menu's on the back of the flyer, yeah? Fairy tugged on the taco stand flyer. I can't get it off! It's stuck to the wall and all I can lift is this corner. Oh, wait, hold on. Look, there's something written in the corner here. Is this a code of some sort? You're right! Good one there, Farida. Now let me take a look. No R4G8B7F7Z1P8S10 is written in tiny letters on the back of the flyer. So I'm assuming NO is short for number, and that number is whatever the code is. I have no idea what this means. Yep, no clue either. This one's not going to be an easy one to decipher. We're going to need a key to decipher the code in the first place, and I'm assuming we have to get the key at the other hideout. Man, a taco flyer is a whack place to put a code on. Dude must have been real hardcore about his tacos to come up with something like this. He did go every week. Taco Wednesdays, can't miss him. Yeah. Isn't it nice to see you three having so much fun in our crime scene? Well, did you find anything? I'll remind you that tampering with evidence is a crime punishable by law, but you might just look nice behind bars and in a prison suit. Hey, cool it there. We were just about to show you, because we can't decipher it, it's not like they're going to be able to. Take a look for yourself. Giacomo left some sort of code on here. I do see that something's written, but are you sure it's a code? Okay, now he has a reason to trust us. We said we would help him out, and we did. Sure. No, not until I decode it anyway. Alright. Guess you're not just talk then. Hate to say it, but you did help in our investigation. Huh, nice. If I get to earn a favor from the cops, then that's a win in my book. I found what I was looking for, so we'll be leaving now. Hold up. Don't think you can play me for a fool here. I've got an idea as to what you're after. Let me ask you this. What will you do with it once you find it? Got no idea what you're talking about, Inspector. Don't play coy with me. We're all well aware Giacomo had a thing for collecting information for blackmailing purposes. We've so far been unable to locate said information. It wasn't with any of his possessions. It's a safe assumption on our part that he might have had such info hidden somewhere in the city. That code might very well lead us to at least part of that information once solved. I know what you're on about, so let's not play any games here, Spriggan. I like that the Swanee isn't an idiot. Him and Dudley would get along really well. Sorry, but I can't go tattling on a client. I got a job to do here, and my own rules to stick by as a Spriggan. I have to my client's wishes first and foremost. Whether it's in the best interest of the police or not, that's not really any of my business. Alright. But I'll be keeping an eye on you and making sure you don't use Giacomo's secrets for anything problematic. You do, and I'll be more than happy to be the one to throw you behind bars. I think that's as much justification as I need. Regardless, thank you for your assistance, Arkwright Solutions. I'll pray to the goddess that you continue being this cooperative with the police in the future. Yeah. Sorry for bothering you, and thanks. Thank you for your assistance too, Inspector. So, now we have a basis for a relationship with Inspector DeSwanee, so next time he'll have a reason to actually help us instead of just literally nothing. Or he'll have a reason to let us snoop around instead of literally nothing. Okay, still not sure this code's gonna take us to wherever this blackmail book is, but we gotta keep at it. Nothing else really caught my eye in his hideout. I don't think we're gonna find anything else, even if we keep looking. Worst comes to worst, we can still check this other hideout, but it'd be real swell if we could figure things out here. We need a key to solve this, don't we? I didn't see any more hints. I don't know what to do. Maybe we're missing something. Like in his hideout or something, there was his sofa, the liquor bottles, several containers. And there's the taco stand flyer where Fairy found the code. The taco stand flyer. Might be a lead worth looking into. He was a real fond of that taco joint. Hell, the code itself was on the flyer. I don't think it's just a coincidence. That's not the kind of guy Giacomo was. He was very cautious. Then let's go to the taco stand. Back to Riverside's... Riverside? I don't know. This seems fairly, it seems kind of amateurish. It's like using your mother's maiden name and using an easily observable aspect of yourself in order to go ahead and use it as a code. Well. But let's start with the terrace area. Opening orbment slots. Okay, your max EP is increased upon opening a slot. Okay, I forgot about that. Fairy has a lot more EP now thanks to that. Very cool. Alright. Now, taco stand time.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
Do we... I guess we gotta talk to bro. So this is the taco stand from the flyer, right? Yeah, let's see if it's got a clue for this code. Wow, they look really tasty. I can't decide what to buy. Hey there, girly. Menu's right here. Feel free to pick whatever catches your eye. Okay, and the numbers probably correspond to the menu. Well, whatever. Whatever. Might as well make an order while we're here. Wait, no freaking way! Hmm? Oh, you're right! So that's what it means! Huh? Did you figure something out? I think the menu itself might be our key. You'll find the answer if you use the portion after the number. On the menu? I don't get it. Why not give it a try? Good chance as any. It's really straightforward if you figure out the trick. So I'm sure we'll get a chance to look at it ourselves, and then Van is going to ask us, and if we get it right, we'll get additional SP. Oh, I see. Okay then. I don't like that I'm the only one who hasn't figured it out anyway. I'll give it a shot. The menu has the key to decipher the code then? What came after NO? Was RG or R4? I'm sure they're not gonna make us sweat too bad over it. But I will really quickly just take a picture for reference. Let's get that times 10 zoom. And then we'll switch it like this. Okay. Alright. Godlike. So, I'm sure it's not going to be that sweaty, but there's 9 items on the menu. Red hot chili taco, green onion taco. Okay. So the 4th letter in red hot chili taco is H. The 6th letter in green onion taco is N? No, it's O. H O. And the veggie salad taco. There's no B in veggie salad taco though. Beef and garlic taco. And number 7. 1, 2, 3. R. HOR. Cheesy taco. Fiery fish taco. HOR. 7 and F. I. HORI. Z1. Z. So I'm assuming the word is horizon. ZP8. Shrimp and bean taco. 10. Yeah. So the word is horizon. What's the solution? Horizon. Oh, this would have been a very easy. Okay, well. I got it. It's horizon. You start at the first letter and go down each item a number of letters equal to the number and take that letter. You got it. Good job nailing it on the first try. Well done, Fairy. That was easy. But horizon, huh? Next step is figuring out what that means. The obvious answer would be the horizon, but that may be taking things too literally. And I'm sure that was probably a lot more difficult in Japanese. A very 73011 type of thing. You can always just ask. Hey, mind if I ask a quick question? What's the first thing that comes to mind if I say the word horizon? Horizon? Oh, I know. Really? What is it? No big deal, really. But first thing that popped into my head was the apartment building across the river. It's called Horizon Heim. The landlord stops by every now and then for some tacos. So, Giacomo had a residence at Horizon Heim then. We just have to figure out which door number it was. Hard to forget when they're always complaining about all the vacancies in the building. Got it. Thanks for the hint. Giacomo might have heard the landlord complaining about all the vacancies. If he did, it makes sense he'd take advantage of the empty spaces to hide stuff. Good idea. Wait, there's still some other stops that Giacomo could have used as hiding spots we haven't checked yet. It might be more efficient to check those spots first. I don't know, this seems pretty solid. Yeah, let's go see this underground place in Station Street you mentioned. Alright. Alright, well, but if that's where the ladies want to go, then we're going to this underground spot in Station Street.
Off we go.
Go ahead and check this out. Hate up effect. And... okay, so it's clearly in the depth. Wait, what was that? What was that light on van? Maybe that's just a visual indicator that the higher elements are in work. So, this is the room where we got our first Arc Genesis. Here we are. This was one of Giacomo's old bases. Sure enough, it looks as though the police have already seized everything he left behind here. You never know. It's still possible they overlooked something. My thoughts exactly. Let's give this place a good comb over and see if we can find clues to wherever his blackmail notebook is. Don't mind if I do. Oh. I doubt it'll be there. That wall seems most promising. Let's see if we can guess this in one. A wall sconce. There's a candelabrum with some candles in it. Nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. I was wondering if we might find some letters written on the candles or something, but it doesn't look like it. I guess we'll just have to look somewhere else. Dang, okay. Alright, so, second try, nothing wrong with that. Is it just me or does this brick look different? Yeah, looks like it was made with a different kinds of clay. Let's try poking around it just in case. Van gave the brick and all those surrounding it a light knock. The one that looks different sounds different too. It was a lot lighter. I've read stories where bricks are used as switches. I wonder if that could be the case here. Only one way to find out. I don't think we can outright remove it, but we can at least shift it around a bit. After moving the brick, they discovered that letters are written upon its surface. Oh, look! Something's written on it! It says T203. Suite 203. There it is. Let's put it back how it was before we think on it. So, we've got the room and we've got the place. I think I got it! The other code was number, and if we put them together, it says note, like notebook. Oh, okay, I completely misunderstood that. You're right! It doesn't necessarily mean that this leads to the book we're looking for, but they are connected. That's a good start. And I can't help but think that the 203 looks like a room number. Perhaps it could be referring to Horizonheim room 203? Nice job. Was thinking the same thing. Let's head back to Riverside and see if we're right. So,
No enemies nearby.
I think we are right. Let's go to the Bradley garage.
Let's do this.
Have we ever been to Bradley garage? Checking message history mid-decision. Holding down L2 hides the message and decision window. Further, pressing up allows you to check the message history. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how much use we're going to be making out of that, but it's good to know. Better than not knowing it. Bradley garage. So this is where we can buy decals then.
What'll it be?
Angered cap. Oh, strength 4, defense 4. I'm not sure I want to spend any money on that though. Alright. Whoa! Bro came out of friggin' nowhere! But I guess this is a legitimate road then. Oh my 80os. Alright. So. And then she's getting her steps in, that's for sure. Alright, Horizonheim. So, this is Horizonheim. After all our clues, I think room 203 is the most suspicious. Should we go inside it? Was thinking about that, but I don't buy that the hiding spot's the building itself. It's too easy. Giacomo was the careful type. Wouldn't have wanted people to see him coming in and out of the building. then it must be outside. But then what's the 203 about? Figure it's gotta be this, right? Oh, the mailbox! Interesting. The drop slot for 203 is covered by a transparent tape. Yeah, probably because the room's not rented. However, the code suggests that inside our little post box, Van tore the tape off the room 203 mailbox and took out the contents. Knew it. Here it is. So this is the notebook we've been searching for. A worn leather notebook. It certainly looks like it. Yeah, this thing's filled with personal info, photos, and newspaper clippings about all kinds of folk. No question, this is the blackmail material Jess talked about. Where's Jess's page? Here it is. Beneath a blue sky, as you and I sit, listening to my strings, it occurs to me that these everyday moments with you mean everything to me. Wait, what? From ever letting you know the truth of my feelings, I shall abstain. More than just friendship, locked away in my heart they remain. Hold on. 'Cause this is a love confession. Though they may overpower me, forever I shall be a part of the flowery man that owns my heart. No friggin' way! Jess is gay for Raymond. Is this a poem? No, these are lyrics. Oh, there's a comment. Taken from discarded notebook. Wow, all right. Well, that puts a lot of stuff into perspective. These lyrics, though, they're nice and all, but what about this makes them blackmail material? Very, very, very. There's a photo here, too. Oh, my God. We already know who it's gonna be. The photo shows Jess entering a business with a man's arm around his shoulder. His expression is guilty and full of shame. At a glance, it looks like you got suckered in by some shop's barker. No, really. All of this looks normal. What about this is blackmail? I'm not sure I'm right, but I may have an idea. Did you notice, Van? The song is talking about a man. Do you think that means? Yeah, we're thinking about the same thing. This got very real very quickly. Oh, come on. Don't whisper to each other. I want to know what you're talking about. You'll find out, Fairy. We gotta run this by the client first. We don't got any proof anyway. Let's meet up with them and have them look at the contents of this notebook. Oh my gosh. Van, he's probably gonna try to set fire to it instantly. Hold on, let's drop ourselves a friggin' save. Because this is insane. I feel bad for the guy. I feel so bad for him, but alright. Well, I'm sure Edith is probably fine about, well, there's cause you got like, there's no way Bramati is not gay, so, how do I forgot how to fast travel. The scandal of it all, Jesus! Okay. Well, we can just pretend we didn't get crashed into. I'm sure it'll be fine. I meant to go to Sayunga. Whoops. But, okay, that's fine. We can just sprint ourselves over there. But this got really juicy really quickly. I definitely want to see what bro has to say about this. All right. I'm sure he'll be super duper relieved to see it. But still, what makes it blackmail material? It must be who that guy is. It's either who that guy is or the fact that Raymond is gay. It took some doing, but we managed to track down Giacomo's little black book. We found the information concerning you on this page here. Could you take a look at it and confirm this is what you want gone? Yes, this is it. This is the information about me that I absolutely don't want getting out at any cost. Is it that big a deal? Is it alright if I tear out the page and photo and throw them away? Totally. And do whatever we want with them. They're yours now. Jess proceeded to tear the notebook page and photograph into fine pieces. I think I'll rest a little easier knowing that stuff isn't out there anymore. Okay, but why specifically was it a big deal, though? Although, no offense, if I'm being completely honest, I wish you guys hadn't ended up finding out about my circumstances. Okay, well, now we know. As for who those lyrics were about, well, I think I have an idea of who it might be. I'll say this, there are plenty of people like you who live out in the open these days. You shouldn't feel like you have to keep that bottled up. Yeah, I know that. It's not like I would really mind if people in society knew who I was. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm more trying not to ruin what I have with my childhood friends, if that makes sense. Okay, because he doesn't want them feeling super friggin' weird about it if they knew, especially about living with him. Raymond, he owns a flower shop, but you never know. So if you guys could still keep all of that to yourselves, I'd really appreciate it. I feel so bad for Jess. Aww. Of course, it'd be bad for business when people thought they couldn't trust us with their personal details like that. Absolutely. We promise we'll maintain the strictest confidentiality about your case. I don't really understand what you guys are talking about, but don't worry. We'll never tell anybody about you no matter what. I mean, I knew what gay people were when I was 12. I'm not sure why they're talking. Well, I know why they're talking around it in the open like this, but thank you. I'm sorry if it sounded like I don't trust you guys. I just needed that extra reassurance, is all. Anyway, you guys can have the notebook back now. I'm not the only one in it, so I really shouldn't be the one to hold on to it. I'll let you guys figure out how to dispose of it if that's okay. No problem. We're more than happy to handle that. I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You don't know how relieved I am to have all of that behind me. I'm sure bro was praying to Aetios. I'll deposit the money into your account soon. See you all later. Alright, now to take care of that notebook once and for all. What a scary thing that notebook is. Are you planning to use it for yourself, Van? No way. Considering how Giacomo must have sourced that info, keeping it would be asking for nothing but trouble. I'm turning it over to the cops. It'll be a good way to get them to owe us a favor, digging up something as valuable as this. It's always give and take with you, Van, isn't it? Well, hey. From there, the party did exactly as Van suggested, submitting the notebook to the police station as key evidence in the murder case. They asked that it be delivered straight to Inspector DeSwanee, who would know exactly what to do with it.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys!
Yeah, we did golden!
Love to see it.
Mira deposit confirmed.
And now we're up! And that gave us chaos! I would have thought for sure that would give us more to our law alignment! Uh-oh. That's the last of the 4 SPGs. I can't spell anything out of place now. This would be a good time for a break. Then we can take it easy after that. So we're gonna go and... One additional free time point was added for completing all of the 4 SPGs. Alright, so I do want to... Time Lord. Well, that's awesome. But I do believe we're going to go ahead, call it a part here. So definitely join me then, or join me next time for more Trails Through Daybreak. Bye for now, guys.